Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Fallout 4 Nono Ninja run. Uh, this is episode 23. Previous episode we began the Dry Rock Gulch run. Also we acquired this lovely Disciples Blade. Does a good amount of damage. Best knife in the game by far. We also collected the Scav magazine that makes combat knives, which this counts as. Makes them even better. And so now we are in Mad Mulligan's mine, or as the robots say it, Mad Mulligan's mine. And we're going to find and kill the Bloodworm Queen, which should get us the status of this park being cleared, and we can plant a flag for a raider gang and do all that kind of fun stuff. So I hope you're enjoying this this run. It's going well so far. When I've attempted it other times in the past, often you can bet on a death usually before level 25, often before level 10. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how things are going. We're really getting Nono the Ninja pretty close to really top tier. Now, in this little mine run, this is obviously the line to get on the ride, which is funny because it reminds me a lot of places in Universal and Disney where they've got a little scene to keep people entertained when you're standing here for hours and hours and hours and the line moves from here to there. But the you can see the bulging kind of gross look of the Brahmin there. That thing has bloodworms inside it, and if I come too close they will explode out of it, or if I were to throw a grenade or shoot that thing they'll explode out of it. But if I I was not expecting bloodworms in here. Wow, okay. As I was saying, if I avoid it I won't have to deal with any bloodworms. Obviously not exactly true, but apparently bloodworms can spawn in here. I did not know that. But that's fine. With our level 4 of Big Leagues, the melee weapon perk, we hit everything in front of us, so just killing the one, killed both. And we can just kind of move over. And it is really kind of neat how, your little line to get on the ride takes you over a place where this would be people who are leaving after having ridden the ride. It's a nice touch. This level was designed pretty well. It's small. It's very small because you can't actually get on the ride. You can see that's where you would start it, but both entrances are blocked with rubble or boards or whatever. That's the Bloodworm Queen that just jumped up there. If I try to go at her, these things are all going to explode, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about dealing with the bloodworm larvae that are going to pop out. Worst that's probably going to happen is I'll get infected or get a disease of some kind. Not too concerned. That's pretty much it for in here. Just take out the queen. I am going to just go ahead and hit that cow because there's one there and there's one there and there's one there. I'll just actually I might take that one because trying to go in between I've tried in the past and it doesn't work. One or both of them explode, so we'll just get close to this one, and there they go. Jump scare, and you see that the bloodworm that comes out is covered in red, which is the obviously from the innards of the cow, which is nicely disgusting. I did pick up that employee's key from the corpse kind of in that little alcove at the start. That lets me just go in through here. It's not really terribly necessary because you could just go around that way, but as you saw I did get some antibiotics, and I can loot this corpse, get some rat poison, which didn't do Sam all that much good. Now coming in here, there's another cow ready to explode, and then there's one back there. So what I like to do here is just throw a grenade. I like to make sure that I've got the... Yeah, see, I could have ended with some flames a little bit close to me, but yeah, we'll switch over to frag grenades. That one blowing up will trigger that one, and now we'll do the magical swing from a long distance and not teleport. Kill all 4 of these. They can't even get to me for whatever reason. They don't go over the edge of that little edge of the platform. So yeah, one more. I guess there's like 3 in each cow, but that's it. And then you can see the ride would proceed in this direction, but it's blocked off. Whether that's it looks like it might actually be a door that's kind of part of the facility, which is interesting if that is the case, because supposedly this park was open and catering to guests at the time that the bombs fell. So maybe it's a safeguard. You do hear over the PA system, they'll talk about we have better restraints due to last year's tragedy on the minecart ride. It was closed for a time, so maybe that's one of the new safety precautions is the moment there's any sort of seismic activity, those things slam down. I don't know. Just do a little bit of looting here. Again, having that key helps. More antibiotics. Very good. And yeah, we've got an ammo box. I don't even need to worry about dealing with that. Now, one thing about being here in Nuka World, I will be here for a fair amount of time, dealing with all these parks and such, and then doing the quests where I have to go out to the Commonwealth, but I won't want to go back to Hangman's Alley. While I'm doing those, I'll be taking settlements that are close to Nuka World, since I have to walk the entire way. So, rads that I take here, I can't simply go to a decontamination arch like the one I have at Hangman's Alley to get rid of those, so I have been kind of saving up my mutant hound chops to get rid of that. But there's a nice little side thing that they have here in Nuka World. They have what's called Nuka Grape, which just by drinking a Nuka Grape, it sets you up to have 400 rads removed.
Nuka World is pleased
it
to announce
takes a while,
that a small portion of your admission fee
but eventually
will be donated to
it will get rid of 400 rads, and you can actually blend it with a couple of different things to get it up to 500 rads. But yeah, so we've taken care of the Queen, so we can talk to either of the sheriffs, and we can tell him that we're all done.
It was everything you promised, Sheriff. More fun than a bale full of hay.
Now, bale full of hay sounds like a really good time, but maybe that was more fun. And then the last step to completing the Dry Rock Gulch portion of Nuka World is putting up a flag to let the raiders know which gang belongs here. Which is kind of funny, but as Gage says when you kind of ask him about it, a lot of these raiders can't read. So yeah, they do need a sign that says, who owns this place? And we're going to give it to the disciples, because they are the ones that we want to be absolutely sure are happy with us.
Yes.
We won't be giving any of the parks to the operators, but yeah, the disciples will be our main people. Now, there is another Scav magazine that you can get to. I'm not sure if it's intentional. It must be intentional, but to access this area kind of the normal way by, opening a door and such, you have to have completed all of these missions and ended the mission called Power Play, which gets you power to the park, and then you can open this security door over, I think it's actually maybe right there. There's a terminal, but the terminal can't open the security door until there's power and that sort of thing. But as you can see, I was able to just hop up here, and obviously you could just easily get up here if you had a suit of power armor with a jetpack, but since I don't, you hop up the rocks and you're able to kind of come around here. There's two, what are they, sting wings down here? Oh, blood bugs, yeah. They're kind of nasty ones, but I don't have to deal with them at all. I always just like to check to see if they're legendary, but they won't even generally sense me up here, and even if they do, they have no way of getting to me. The ghouls down there, on the other hand, do know that I'm here. They've got all kinds of ideas of what they want to do with me, and some of those ideas are solved with explosives. Some will be solved by stabbing. So let's see, I've got a ton of grenades, so let's just go ahead and start throwing those. They can't get to me. They run away from grenades really well. Wow. Blew that one way over there. There's one kind of just hanging out there. He's not really a problem. Until I get close, he will just stay there. There's one over there. Yeah, got him. There's a few over there, and there's some gas over there, so throwing a grenade in that direction will kill at least one, wound some others. So yeah, with a gun, obviously you can have kind of an easier time of this, because you can just sit up here and pick them off. He's got a leg blown off if he's not dead already. What's that one? Oh, that's a Reaver. A little bit tougher. That's probably going to blow up that thing, yeah. So that was fun. Yeah, as you can see, it's nothing too terribly tough. Even when I get down in there, they are just feral ghouls. They might get a couple hits on me, but I'll be able to survive those. As far as I know, you can't just jump up over this, so you are kind of stuck here. I can either jump down there or go over there. Now, until I saw John from Many a True Nerd do this, I didn't realize that there is a way to get out of this without using fast travel or, you know, the door over there. But yeah, you can hop up over there and get up back on the wall and kind of go back along that way. I did not know that, so thank you, John, for that wonderful tip. His videos are really quite educational, regardless of what game he's playing. He really does his research and knows his stuff, so it's a lot of fun. So we did just get a level up. We'll deal with that after we take out these ghouls. There's a legendary Wither. That's going to be, could be tough. A Violent 44 pistol, that'd be really nice if I was a pistol user. Although the additional recoil would be difficult. Now somehow my explosion knocked this van, or this whatever it is, utility vehicle, into an area that it shouldn't be, so now I can't seem to get my way through into there, so that's fine, that's alright. We'll just back up here and throw a grenade. There's nothing I really need terribly bad in there. Now that they're dead, I might be able to, I didn't want to try and jump over in there when they were up and wandering around and ready to swing at me. But yeah, nothing I really need in here. So we'll just go back out. Now, once I go over into that little side area, more ghouls are going to spawn out here. Not sure how the logic works for that. I suppose maybe they crawl out of some of these military-grade duct tape. There we are. We now have enough to get one piece of armor to Mark 5, which, you know, it's only 20 points of damage resistance, but in a run like this, you just kind of want all that you can get. Plus, that'll enable me to take the Mark 4 that I already have and put it on one of my charisma pieces, so that if I make a mistake and go into dialogue with someone with charisma gear on and something comes to attack me, I'll have a little bit of cushion for that. Now, you can kind of hear those two infected blood bugs over there. It's always a creepy sound. I don't like it, but they can't get to me. They don't even know I'm here, so it's fine. So yeah, let's go ahead and take that level up. Level 35. I've got all the you know, the major offense ones kind of wrapped up, ninja and all of those sort of things. So I think at this point we'll just get endurance to 10, and then we'll start getting solar powered up. basically so it makes it so at night I'm more sneaky, which is great, and during the day I've got more strength and more endurance, so I hit harder and can take more damage if need be. So either way, I'm in good shape. So yeah, let's just zip over here, duck in over here. There's probably not much I actually want in here, but we'll get those ghouls to spawn. You can kind of hear them sort of crawling around now. They won't get here real quickly, so I do have time to just kind of loot whatever might be useful. And even if they do come around the corner, they are so lacking in perception that they really won't have a chance to see me before I can get a VATS on them. Now, where did they... I kind of want to stay in the shadows here. I'm thinking that... yeah, there they are. He took a backward swing at me, but he missed, which is nice. Oh, he's gonna get me. That's alright. Couple of rads. That was more than I was expecting. But... oh, and I got ill again with weakness, as I've mentioned before. Oh, punishing metal right leg. What do I have on my right leg? Sprinters. Punishing isn't really all that great. If I had nothing else worth anything, I would maybe take it. If I was already wearing metal, just to swap it over onto it, just because it'd be a little added bonus. But yeah, punishing isn't really very good, so we won't bother with that. So yeah, you saw I took a little bit of damage there. Most of it rad damage. There's physical damage, but then the rads I took eat into the physical bar anyways, so it ends up in the long run being rad damage. There should be one more ghoul up top here, just kind of laying over there. And if I hadn't spawned those ghouls by going over there, I would have spawned them. I think crossing that bridge is what does it, which, interestingly enough, because I teleported across it, I don't think the game counted that as having crossed. But here we go, Scav, issue number 5. The No Caps Rage. Basically, this is the whole reason that you want to avoid caps on a run like this, because I don't have an easy way to spend caps to just go to a merchant and buy a bunch of ammunition and then just drop it all. So I'm kind of stuck, and I think I have around 3,000 caps or so at this point, 4,200, which means I'm really only getting +1 strength, +1 endurance from that magazine, which is still nice, don't get me wrong, but we're going to do what we can to, at least for a while, be getting +3/+3 by having under 100 caps. But that will have to wait. So with all the ghouls taken care of and getting that skill magazine, we'll just hop up on here. I do need to take care of using some antibiotics. I did bring a big pile of purified water with me because it's not super available here in Nuka World. It's not terrible to find it. And it really, if you get in a pinch, there's plenty of dirty water and there's plenty of bottles, and there are plenty of cooking stations. So you can take the bottles, put them in the dirty water to make, you make 3 dirty waters that you can then craft with, and 3 dirty waters will make 1 purified water, which is fine. That works just as well, but it's time consuming, and so if you can just bring some with you, that works better. Now, the next place that we're going to go... what am I being detected? Oh, Sheriff Eagle. Okay. Next place I'm going to go is going to be over there. That is the Animal Safari, or Safari Adventure, or something with safari in it anyways. It's basically Disney's Animal Kingdom is the gist that you're going for. And Safari Adventure, that's what it is. And in here are going to be interesting creatures. They're called Gator Claws, and they're basically just a reskinned Deathclaw. I think they might be weaker. At this point, with the armor that I've got and the weapon that I've got, they really just don't pose much of a threat to me. Even if I don't get a sneak attack critical on them, which most of them I will get a sneak attack on. I should stop calling them sneak attack criticals, because technically that's when I get a sneak attack and use a critical at the same time. But even if I don't, I slash fast enough that I will keep them off balance. So now he didn't see me. He saw our friend Sito over there. Sito has been raised by apes here in Safari Adventure, and he's trying to fight the gator claws, which he just calls monsters. And he doesn't do great, especially when he's trying to do it with a board. So we're gonna just sneak right up here and take out that gator claw. Now Sito is going to come at me and ask me to help him, talk about how the gator claws keep coming, keep spawning, and that sort of thing.
Lady,
Yeah, lady. What?
Hey,
lady. Sito see you kill monster. You friend?
I mean,
oh God. Let me guess. You were raised by apes.
Not no ape. Sito only know family.
yeah, it's apes.
You
It's
kill
actually
monster alone.
ghoulified apes.
But you
So
strong.
they just keep
Sito
living,
happy you
interestingly,
kill
but they're not
monster.
feral. So
Monster.
Sito wants me to help him.
I have a bad feeling you're gonna ask me to kill more.
You good guesser. Sito kill monster. New
And of
monster
course,
come.
basically what he's
Sito
saying
kill
is
monster
they just
again.
keep coming and he doesn't know
New
where
monsters not
or
stop.
how.
Help Sito.
And yeah, this is going to be a pain.
I knew this would be a pain in the ass.
Sito not doctor. Maybe find medicine for us while help Sito. New friend. Sito show.
Not sure how Sito, I mean, he must have been old enough to know some of the English language before being adopted by this ape family, whatever. Regardless, I'm not going to follow Sito and go to where he wants me to talk to his family or see his family, meet his family, whatever, and he gives me a key or a holotape or something. No need. I'm just going to kind of head up north here to the Angry Anaconda, which, yeah, we don't want you running around, Romuloff. I know that you're running from the gator claw that's in there, but having that Bromoloff run around will mean other gator claws will kind of wake up. So we're going to take out the gator claw, and that's going to make that Bromoloff explode into lovely chunks. Now I am grabbing gator claw meat when I can. Gator claw meat adds 1 agility, just like death claw meat, once you cook it, obviously. So I'm just going to grab as much of that as I can carry, which is going to be a fair amount, especially now that I got the +1 strength. Now there is a death claw or gator claw right over here. Uh-oh. That's where it did the deal where instead of attacking, I just teleport to him and stand there. So I took a little bit of damage there because of that bug. Which is unfortunate, but that's fine. We'll eat some mole rat chunks, and that'll heal us right back up. Now you did hear there's another gator claw, but it's deep within that little labyrinth maze, whatever you want to call it, so we don't need to worry about that one at this point. There's one here inside the reptile house. And like I said, these gator claws go down pretty easily. You saw, even though I didn't get the sneak attack, I just had to keep swinging at that other one, and eventually it did die. Nice and easy, but obviously easier when I can sneak attack on them and take them out in one shot. Now you might have seen a little pop-up that said Claim Your Gang's Hall from Dry Rock Gulch. Those pop up basically after you've spent a little bit of time away from whichever park you just put a flag up on, and you have to be far enough away. So generally that means in another park or transitioning between 2 other parks that aren't that one, that sort of thing. Just kind of out of its zone. But yeah, we're just going to keep heading north here. That's a roller coaster called the Angry Anaconda, and there's going to be 3 gator claws kind of up near it. It'd be nice if it wasn't broad daylight. I could sneak up on them better, especially with 3 of them. This could be a little tough, but I should be okay. If I can get 1 down. Okay, now I might... Oh, he's far enough away that he's got to run at me, so my action points can regenerate. And now. Had to use the critical on him. Just wasn't doing enough damage quickly enough, but that's alright. And just that quickly, we've already reached level 36. So like I said, we will be level 39 in no time with all the things we have to kill around here. So, I do need Blacksmith rank 3 to modify my Disciple's Blade to make it even more deadly. So I will just do that really quick. And the next workbench I'm at, I should be able to perform that modification. And there's actually 2 modifications that I can do. One requires Blacksmith 3 and Big Leagues 4, and one requires Blacksmith 3 and Big Leagues 5. That's the one that I ultimately want, but they both do the same amount of damage. It's just the Big Leagues 5 one will let you stack on bleeding instead of doing additional limb damage, and in the long run that's just going to be a little bit more useful to me. So now with that taken care of, I've got the passcode that I'll need later on, but let's just go ahead and kind of clear out the rest of the gator claws that I can. You can see I'm getting nice experience for each gator claw, and so that's one way that I'm certain that I'll be level 39 in no time. Also, there's an entire park full of ghouls, and those will give me good experience each time I kill one, even without Idiot Savant. Let's see. Oh, he's a legendary Shaggy, and that's just a gator claw. I think I want to hit that legendary Shaggy right now, because I want to make sure to get the sneak attack on him and not have him see me, because Shaggy is pretty buff. Ghoul Slayer's left arm, that's not better than Cunning, so we'll just leave that behind. Grab all the meat. The Gator Claw did get a little light knock on me, but that's fine. Out of this cage, which is, you know, the bear cave, we'll just kind of loop around. There's a couple more Gator Claws nearby, and then we'll start heading kind of back south. Still not going to follow Cito, but yeah, so there's a Gator Claw right there. Kind of blends in with the shadows, kind of like me, but he's always got his back to me. And it did that teleport but don't swing bug again, which this time at least I was able to swing again right away. And then there'll be a Gator Claw that's going to pop up out of there.
Due to a mix-up at Safari Adventures Animal Waste Facility.
Well, he did see me, but he didn't get out of caution, so there, we're fine. And that's about all the Gator Claws that I need to worry about now, so I can just go ahead and sprint for a while. Look at that action point drain with Endurance 10. It's pretty amazing. A couple more Gator Claws down this way. If you would stop walking away from me, I would appreciate it. There we go. It almost did it again. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah. 371 experience because I got an Idiot Savant on that. And this one, I probably should have just gone around. It's nice to come up here when you have a gun, but you can see I'm swinging at him magically using my I don't know, my ninja psychic powers. I don't know what they are. I believe other than there's 2 kind of over there, but I believe that's it for external other than those 2. So we'll just kind of
At the parlor are sold out.
head over here.
Tickets for evening showings are still available.
Employees only, well, you're not going to have a good time finding employees to deal with that. But here we go. Jump on over here, take out this one. And up on over here. There is one here in the maze, as I mentioned before. But again, he stands with his back. Generally, he's got his back turned, so sneaking up on him is not at all a problem. And there we go. Now, completely safe to just run around this place. Although I have seen there's a couple of Brahmaluf, and unlike Brahmin, they are hostile. They will attack you if they see you. There's a couple of them kind of just outside the park, right over on that side. But I've seen one time I was very surprised by it when they just kind of came charging into Safari Adventure, and I don't know if they were being chased by something else. I'm guessing they must have been. But yeah, walking around the corner and seeing a couple of those when I wasn't expecting anything else hostile was kind of scary. So yeah, we've got more gator claws inside the facility, of course, but they'll go down without too much issue. Wonder how close I'm getting to my max carry capacity. Pretty close. We're at about 13. Each one of those weighs 1, so I'm probably just going to stop collecting them. I do want to grab the Nuka Rush recipe. I don't remember exactly what that does, but there I was grabbing a grape, Nuka grape, which that will wonderfully, like I said, reduce my radiation, which is going to be important, especially when I start dealing with the Kitty Kingdom. That's where all the feral ghouls are, and it's highly irradiated. So we have one gator claw down here. Yeah, I won't grab any of that. I am going to check these containers real quick, simply because there was one time when I did find some military grade duct tape, and I would hate to miss some. But yeah, doesn't look like any this time. So we'll just move on along. Running down here, there's an albino gator claw. It's the kind of the boss gator claw right over here. You see the skull on it. It still goes down in one hit if you get a surprise attack on it. And then there's one up here. Not sure what it is with gator claws, why they always stand with their back to where you're approaching from. I guess, I don't know if they wanted to make this section a bit easier. I guess the albino was looking right at me. Now, once I do the thing I need to do to stop these gator claws, there's going to be 2 that will spawn right here. And I'm tempted to use mines, but I think, being a melee user and not having any issue with them, I think I'm just going to deal with them kind of the old-fashioned way. Stabbing. So there we go, disable the current one, and I'm going to resume, because now it'll start making gazelles, which gazelle meat acts just like radstag meat, and gives you a bonus to carry, and you can stack them on top of each other, which will be very useful for some stuff coming up, assuming I get that far. So yeah, I created one gazelle right there, so I can get some gazelle meat nice and easy. Now, I'm supposed to, there's a terminal over there I can hack and open the thing and whatever, but I prefer to just run back through the facility. It gets me closer to where Sito is, and I don't come out in the middle of radiated water like that one does. And yeah, I've already basically done everything I need to do. I believe the quest marker now is just saying that I need to quote-unquote deal with Sito and his family. And what they mean by that is either talk them into leaving or stabbing. I'm going to talk them into leaving. Thankfully, there is a speech check that's a moderate one that I could try and pass, but if you fail that one, you can just say, "Hey, Sito, some bad people are coming, you should get out of here." And he trusts you enough because you've killed all the monsters that he'll say, "Okay, I'll grab all my family and we'll get out of here." So I'm hoping that by sprinting I can catch him before he goes in the door so that I don't have to go in. Sito, wait.
Sito.
Oh, darn it. Sometimes I can get there quickly enough, but he was right next to the door and ready to go in. So we have to go in. I imagine it smells pretty bad in here with a bunch of ghoul-rillas. But it's not that there's any danger.
No more
Your family's
Then you
safe.
should not be coming back.
Sito. So how Sito?
You can thank me by sharing the park with
I
my
have
friends.
Sito no trust.
Nope, he won't do it. Alright, well, you need to leave.
Listen, Sito. You and your family have to get out of here. Mean people are coming, and they...
Sito sad, but Sito here. Thank you.
So then he gives you Sito's shiny slugger. It's a rocket-propelled bat that's made out of aluminum. It's actually pretty good, especially with the legendary effect. But of course, to me, it's garbage. So we'll just drop it right here. Because, oh, I'm carrying a Western revolver around from Dry Rock Gulch. That's right. One-eyed Jack, or whatever he is, One-eyed Pete, hands you a Western revolver when he says, "Are you ready to duel?" And I forgot to drop it, so we'll get rid of that. And I think that's going to be a good point to end this episode. I will kind of zip over here and plant the flag. I'm going to give this park to the pack because, you know, it's Animal Kingdom, and their whole thing is animals, and it just makes sense. Plus, they've actually got some dialogue that just assumes that you've given it to them. And I need to have the pack have at least one park so that it's for sure the operators that don't like me and cause trouble later on. So, with that, I think that is a good spot to end the episode. And we will see you next time. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.